What's good, y'all? Hit that like button, man. Like, share, subscribe. So, Tyler Perry, at 51 years old, was announced as a billionaire earlier this week, and congrats to him. I mean, it's like the Black American dream. This dude owns the entirety of what over 1,200 episodes of television, 22 films, at least 2 dozen stage plays, and he owns a 300 acres studio in Atlanta. So and he has a leverage deal with CBS, Viacom CBS, that pays him 150 million a year for new content, and that's for BET Plus. I mean, so they got him at 1.4 billion in pre-tax income, and that was in 2005. That's how much he made. Now that's what he has, and today he has estimated net worth is 1 billion. So congrats to Tyler. But this is the second black billionaire that's been announced. Kanye was announced, but Kanye, this dickhead, he fucking went out of his way to tell you during a fucking global pandemic. But this really isn't about Tyler Perry. So I was just like saying to myself, I'm like, hold up, because I had seen a list, and I put one of these articles up. If I could find the other one, I seen a list of billionaires and how many of them doubled their fucking net worth during the pandemic. Now, in this global pandemic, they tell you about it every time on the news. You hear about it. You might see it. It might have affected. You might be unemployed. It could be anybody. 40 million unemployed since March. The numbers picked up a little bit since the pandemic kind of lightened up a little. Uh, Businesses shut down. Shit is fucked up, and millionaires are trying to hold on to what they got. They got affected. Middle class is holding on by a thread. Poverty is low, is just barely awake, barely has a pulse, and yet these billionaire motherfuckers all together got what $637 billion richer during the pandemic, and then you wonder why, you know, like if you're a billionaire, if you're one of those guys, what's your fucking? Do you even want this pandemic to end? Because if it, for them, what would you want it to end if you were a billionaire and you fucking made all this money? No. Now, when people talk about Trump, for example, and Trump's lack of passion and urgency with this pandemic, I'm like, well, he's a billionaire, and the billionaire club, the boys club, these motherfuckers made bank during this fucking. I mean, think about Charmin. Charmin, the toilet paper brand. Whoever owns that shit, they made more money in the first 3 months of the pandemic than they did all of 2019. You think they want to fucking end this? Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder, his wealth rose from he got $48 billion during this pandemic. That's how much he made. Okay, then you Zoom. Okay, the founder of the video conferencing platform, they got over 2.5 billion, and then former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer got 15.7 billion. These motherfuckers just made bank, bro. they, and I'm like, and someone I was talking to someone, and I was like, yo, in the world, if the world had any fairness, it wouldn't be any billionaires. He was like, what's wrong with them? Like, cause in a global fucking, not a nationwide, a global pandemic, with people, and this happens all the time. Actually, it happened during the Great Depression. It happened during the recession in 2008, the foreclosure crisis in '07. Every time there's some economic stock crash, anything, every time there's some kind of pandemic or some kind of economic crisis, everyone's fucked up, and the billionaires, not only do they not get affected, they quadruple their shit. And then and like I say, you want to see real action, you want to get that second stimulus. When it starts affecting them financially, then then they'll care. You'll see some action. But no, not with the tax friendly laws that they have, and the loopholes, bankruptcy, this, that. It's ridiculous, man. And it doesn't get talked about really enough or at all because everything else overshadows this. But I'm like, yo, I just find it really crazy that when everyone was struggling, these motherfuckers just was doubling their shit, and it's. Like I say, Tyler Perry. I mean, he was gonna do him regardless. There's nothing against that. I'm pretty sure Oprah, a lot of them did, but most billionaires, like I say, who are not involved in entertainment, most of the motherfuckers did it. I mean, Netflix, everybody. These motherfuckers made their bread, man. They just did. I'm looking at another list. You got, like I said, I'll put it in the description. Let me know what y'all think, man. All these fucking. Then, like I said, it leaves answers like for people who are into the conspiracies and shit, who think that this was all put together This is about bread. I can't blame them for thinking that because, yeah, it made them more fucking money. Why would they want it to end? You know, that's why a lot of them are already announcing, well, you got to wait till 2021. They've already canned 2020 for the whole year. Just can the whole year while we continue to make money and y'all continue to, barely hang on. It's a fucked up world out here. But, respect to Tyler Perry, and everything that he does. Um, People in Atlanta have been fucked up all year too. Not blaming it on him, but it's a foul world we live in, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section.